White City by DK Tec Creators. Part 5, Bags 5. Hello and welcome to Square Ghost, and this being part 5, bag 5 of DK Tech's White City, a Lord of the Rings build, as we've said. And look at this, this is the end conclusion of part 5, and we've got our lovely back section into position. Absolutely wonderful. A little bit of fiddling getting it in, as you'll see later on in this video, but all in all it's been an enjoyable build. You follow the plans, please take note of the plans, you know, otherwise there's parts where you can get things the wrong way round, and you have to take special care to make sure that you get them the right way round. But in saying that, as I say, if you follow the plans, you're not going to have no problems. Just look at the detail in that. You know, I know Lego have got one of these coming out in the near future. At the time of building, there's been no leaks or nothing like that, so I don't know. So DK have definitely got the jump on Lego, and whoever the set designer is, like I say, he's done a brilliant job. Building technique is absolutely brilliant. It's lovely and solid. Managed, I was a bit worried about picking it up first of all to put it on the rotunda. No problems whatsoever. Up it went, on it went. So I've got no real fears of picking it up and putting it down again, continuing on to part 6. But as you can see, look at the insides. Absolutely stunning. We've got our little candles each side. I mean, you saw the floor last time, but now you can see the intricacy. You can see how the posts connect. Everything is lovely, nice and solid, as I say. And we're going to see where this goes into part 6. Sorry, this is part 5 finished. I'm not going to babble anymore. That's what you've got in this section. It's been a lovely build, and I'll leave it now to me to show you how we got there to this end of this section. So we start with this little makeup piece here. We're starting the inside workings, and it's obviously gonna go, I believe, if I can get my finger out of the way, from there to there, but we'll see that shortly in the plans. I just wanted to show you where we started, what we made up. Turn it around so you can get a better look, and there you go. Let's get that on the set and see where we go next. So we've got a bit of light in here, and we'll show you what we've done. We've fitted those pieces in exactly like I said there. You can just about see the connection where I'm pointing. Fitted in here with a little block, so as I said, it comes straight across. The other one is exactly the same. We've then built up these sort of window frame pieces, one there and one there, one there, one there, and then finally, as you can see there, we've built up these pillars with Technic pins and Technic rod, one for each side. So that's nice, and I think now we're about to start doing the inner middle, or the start of the inner middle anyway, as we slowly but surely build up. So as you can see, we've started to make up the inner workings. You start off by making this piece here. As you can see, I'll turn it around in a minute. You can see there's a little hole there on the square where we're going to connect this other part here that we've also made up to make a center section. There you go. We've got some little tree representation again, little buildings, little holes, little arches if you like. They're not arches, but they're the windows sort of with the round edging round. Absolutely fine with that. Same with this one here, really. You can see there the little windows with the edge round, as I'm saying. You can see better there. The instepped brick. Absolutely fine. So all we've got to do now is get that and that in there. two parts are together, and then we start to build up in it, I believe. So there you go. As you can see, we're almost at the end of part 5, and it's been a nice little build. As I say, you can see how all the parts have gone together. Now when I turn it around, you can see we've got torches, everything looks good, everything is good there. And if I just put this there, maybe turn it a little bit, you can see that that is going to go in there, and it should line up. Now again, I'm going to make an assumption here that I'm not sure of. I think that this is going to fit just there, then we'll have an arch to fit on to finish off at the end. But again, that is just my guess. But you can see what's what, you can see where we built up to at this point. We're going to get that on now, get the arch on, and that will be the end of the build of this particular part. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Absolutely, it's eventually in, and our little piece is over. And look at that. I must admit there was a little bit of trepidation putting it in, and I had trouble lining it up at first, really did. And it took a little bit of time, and what I eventually had to do was this piece here, you can see at the back, I disconnected, put this piece in first, and then took this whole section then to that piece. Then it lined up, then you can marshmallow out your two sides so as you get the actual shape that you're looking for, and the job is a good one. And I've got to be honest and say, when you look at that now, oh wow, it is looking pretty good. And there you have the build steps for this particular part. I've tried to keep it as brief as possible. I want people to see what we're doing, but I don't want to be repetitive and repeat things over and over again. So please, if you've enjoyed this little video, give us a thumbs up, hit that like button for me, always good for me and the channel. Please drop some comments in the box. If you think that I'm dawdling on too much, babbling too much if you like, then please put it down in the comments. I don't mind. I want to know what people like, what people don't like. Do you want it more detailed? Is it too detailed, if that makes any sense, you know? I just want it to be enjoyable videos, as much for you as myself. I want it documented for myself, like I say, and I can look back in the years, hopefully, as I come and say, wow, I remember building White City by DK Tec. And if anybody wants to continue on watching to the next part, which will be part 6 next time, then all you have to do is click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And finally, the normal spiel, as I always say, anybody who's watching this video, like I say, any of my other videos, thank you very much for watching. Always appreciate anybody who watches, anybody who takes the time to comment, even just a thumbs up. Absolutely brilliant. So with that, you know the score, you know the drill. My name's Kev, I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all